What's going on, Doozers, and welcome to episode number 16 on the Shadowtopia server. I'm Diamonddoozer, and we're starting today off in search of JT. We gotta get together with him and talk to him about this Dust of Red book. We got it, last 2 episodes ago I noticed it. Last episode we wrote down his reply, but I need to figure out exactly what it is that he needs me to accomplish. So now I gotta figure out where he is. Let's see here. Is he down here? Maybe. No, you know what? I bet you I know where he is. Let me get over to the gaming district, and we're gonna go see exactly what it is that he needs me to accomplish. There we go. Hey, JT.
Hello.
So... Monsters? Monsters?
Outside.
I got 200. I got 260 levels on me from that the gold farm, so I'm a little bit nervous, So
I have 5.
High five. So I checked my mail about 2 weeks ago, and I saw a letter from you. About the Dust of Red, and I did leave a response in your mailbox, but I figured since you were on, I'd just come right to the source. What do you need me to do?
Well, I'm building an arena, as I wrote. I still have a lot more to dig out, though, but...
I have methods to dig out big areas.
I have that too. I mean, it's a lot more down here.
Jeez.
I just made that dent so far, so...
Does this all go away?
Huh?
Does all this stone go away?
Yeah, I need everything removed before I can start the construction.
Jeez. Wow. Yeah, this is a big hole. Okay, so in your book, you said you were looking for, let me see here. Oh, let me pull it back up. Okay. Life counters, capture the flag circuit, and team ready lights.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I just need a basic concept of what's going on, and then I can start prepping everything. I got the hiccups.
Should I scare you?
No. I stole
Maybe I can find a creeper or something.
I stole Mecomi's bed a couple days ago. It was scary enough.
You should be careful. Okay, this floor is gonna to be removed too, but I have it to work on the roof so far.
Oh, these are crossbows.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Mecomi made those.
That's
Just helping me a little. It's the main weapon of this game too.
Nice. Well, I guess you already know you can go over to Raid Farm and get tons of crossbows.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so let's start with these life counters. What is it that you need these different things to do?
Yeah. Maybe I should. We start from the beginning, shall we? Right?
Okay.
So this is gonna be arena. It's gonna be 100 by 100 blocks big. And of course, we're gonna fill it in with some stuff too. Obstacles and why not.
Okay.
And my castle up there is have 4 colors. It's have green, blue, red, and yellow. So it's gonna be 4 teams.
Okay.
That it can be. And I'm thinking just to have 3 players in each if we ever have that many online. Of course, you can be 1, 2.
So it could be like a 1v1 all the way up to server v server.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And to not to have longer matches, I want everyone player have 3 lives.
Gotcha. Okay. So once the player has died 3 times, then whoop, out you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I can accomplish that actually without a ton of redstone.
Oh, that's good.
That one I should be able to accomplish just by making so okay. Whenever you respawn in a bed, you spawn either on top of the bed or next to the bed.
Yep.
And what we could do is if we make a tiny room, say 2 by 2 rather, so the bed would be like here and then a floor here with a doorway. We could actually put in a pressure plate that as the player exits the room, they go over the pressure plate. And as soon as they go over the pressure plate, that triggers a quote life counter and opens the door to get into the arena. If that particular player is out of tokens, though, that wouldn't be able to trigger and they wouldn't be able to get back into the arena. They'd have to go elsewhere.
That sounds good.
So that'd be a really, really easy, simple circuit to make. Okay, so that one I can do no problem. That one's actually going to be really, really easy. Capture the flag circuit and team ready lights. So team ready lights, I'm assuming, are just your box standard, everybody's ready to go lights.
Yeah, because in each corner, I'm gonna have a little tower where the players is getting out to. So when all teams are out on the little platform before they jump down to the arena, they can have a ready light, I thought.
Okay. Right. That one again, pretty easy to do. Either we could just do a light if they're gonna be in that tower. So like if they're here and this is where the tower is, I can see to the other corner, so I could it could be as easy as just a lever on a redstone lamp. Turn the lamp on, good to go.
Yeah.
Or we could go fancy, and I could put 4 lamps at each tower, and 1 lamp is connected to a lever on that player's side, and then the other 3 are connected to that lever, but they're at each other corner. So, like, if I were to flip a switch here, then all 4 of those lamps would light for, say, green team. And then when yellow team goes, they flip a lever, and all 4 yellow lamps go. So it's a real easy, like, look up here and go, okay, green's ready, yellow's ready, red's ready, blue's ready.
I like that. I like that, actually.
That would just involve a little bit of creative wiring.
A lot of creative wiring, I think. We're close to the water too, so.
All right, so
that's not great.
The one that had me confused. The other 2 I kind of thought about, and I was like, all right, I think I know what you're looking for, and I think this will work. But capture the flag circuit.
Yeah, this was a little idea I had. I actually tinkered a little in the creative, but to think about a little concept. Because, we have green, blue, red, and yellow. And then we're also going to have magenta and purple.
Okay.
So we're gonna have one purple here and magenta right across. So we can do 4 teams, or we can do 2 teams.
Okay.
And I was thinking about the capture flag for the purple and the magenta. To have... I'm gonna build like a statue thing in the middle of the arena, where they can collect their flags for the other team, so to say. And I was thinking doing something with a shulker box, so that can be dispensed.
So it would, you'd come up, you'd take a shulker box, bloop, and then you go, I'm running away, trying not to die, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when you get to your side with the shulker box, you deposit the shulker box. You get your point for having gotten the flag, and then it deposits another shulker box.
Yeah, and I'm thinking 3 points.
Okay. That one's gonna be big redstone, but not hard redstone. It's just gonna be long redstone. Yeah, okay. These are all pretty simple redstone circuits to make. This is easy.
And I'm thinking that I'm gonna leave. I'm digging straight down to bedrock at the moment, but I'm gonna have the floor 5 above it, so there's gonna be room beneath for redstone.
Oh, good. I was just gonna say, I'm gonna need a little room for the redstone down there, but
already thought of that.
I'm thinking that so your life counter system is gonna be right in line with your spawning area. So
yeah, they're gonna be behind here, so to speak, in a locker room area. I'm gonna build.
Yeah, so that'll be easy. And that's as simple as just a doorway that only opens according to counters in a pressure plate. Your lights, the ready lights, again, if we're just going with the easy ones, which would be right at the towers, it's literally just, it's gonna be like, you know, boom, boom, done.
Exactly. I can do that myself.
If we go fancy, like I said, if we go fancy and we connect the ready lamps for one side to every other team, that could be a little bit different, but I could run a redstone lineup even that goes to a bell or a note block that only goes off once all 4 levers are pulled. Although then we run into the issue of if we only have two teams, you know?
Yeah.
The only one that's going to be kind of tricky even to build is going to be the shulker box dispenser, but again, I can set that up to an item filter, so whenever the shulker box gets thrown into the chest, it just... whoop. So, shouldn't be too bad.
Oh, I got faith in you.
I'm glad you do. Okay, so I'm going to figure out how to do all this redstone, and you got a big hole to dig.
Yeah, but I'm prepared. Hole. Yeah. There's over 500,000 blocks I need to remove, so...
Now, see, I looked at, like, originally, I did my math way wrong. And, when I was over at the Big Dig, I had done the math and figured, oh, it's only like 300,000 blocks. And it was like, wait, that's one layer.
Yeah, exactly.
But to be fair, I was ready to do a world eater at 1 layer. So trying to think of a way that I could help you with the digging part other than, you know, mining. Although you do have a trench dug.
Ah.
All right. Well, let me go figure out this redstone, and looks like we got our work cut out for us, guys. We'll be right back. What's going on, guys? So we had a really interesting talk with JT, and you're going to see that in a clip very shortly. But listen, I mean, I got an idea. It's taken me 3 weeks to come up with an idea, but I've got an idea. We're going to build the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. And I'm teaming up with somebody I don't think I've actually had in one of my videos yet. We're going to be teaming up with Mecomi to give us a hand. We're probably going to get White Top Doodle and JT to help us too, but Mecomi is like phenomenal with some of her garden builds. And let's see, she should be here somewhere. I think maybe. Mecomi! Mecomi! Wait, who's that? Nope, that's not Mecomi. Hello. Hi. I don't know where you are.
I'm in the net roof.
The nether roof. Okay. I'm coming. Baby. I'm stuck. I broke myself.
That's not good.
Hello.
Hello?
So I sent you the picture kind of my idea for this, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. And
yeah.
I mean, the story behind it was that King Nebuchadnezzar, he built these gardens for his wife because when she moved to Mesopotamia, she was used to having like all these gardens and water and like this beautiful landscape. And then she moved to this, she got married to a king who ruled over a desert.
Yeah.
So he built this thing for his wife. And that way she could feel like she was home still. And I mean, I sent you the picture. What do you think? Do you think we could do this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Absolutely.
So, guys, I guess the first thing we need to do is figure out where we're going to do it, grind out the materials to do it, and then get to work. So, bear with me. We're going to do a little bit of a time skip here and get right into, the work. All right. So, we have an area. Oh, ducked. Ha! Whoa. Oh. So we have an area dug out now and flattened out. We found an area right here by this village. And we got an area flattened out and prepped to start working on this build. Now up there we have an obsidian block, and that marks the highest point, which is going to be at 50 blocks tall. And these sides are at 75 by 75. So now that we have the basic gist of where we're building and how we're building, I'm going to make JT glow so I know where he is. So now that we have the basic gist of where we're building and how we're building, now it's time to get started on actually building out these walls, getting the foundations set up. And then once we have those set up, then we can start working on getting the gardens and getting everything looking really sharp. So we're going to get our materials together. We're going to try to avoid getting shot. And we're going to get right to it. Well, we've got the basic structure laid out, and I've got this corner set up. Now, JT, White Top, Mecomi, we've all been working on this, kind of brainstorming. We did have to use a little bit of glass, and it's only because Minecraft water mechanics are kind of goofy, but we got this set up in such a way so that the waterfall kind of looks like it's, got some force behind it. It's flowing over, and I just realized I'm using my hands to show you, and you can't see that, so. But it's got some force behind it, and it's overflowing, and it's got this little area behind it where the water can't get to. And that's kind of what I was going for. I wanted this to look kind of like it's... Hello? I swear I heard a creeper. Swear I heard a creeper. So it's got this feeling that I'm looking for, and then we did a little bit of work here on the sides with the orange terracotta, and I think it really makes it pop. It really works well with the sandstone and the stripped birch. So now that we've got this corner here kind of fleshed out, we've got to do it two more times on this one, get this backing area done, and then after we've got that, then we got to duplicate it 3 more times the whole way around. So we got some work, and guys, listen, as far as time, I mean, we've been working on this for like 6 hours. This is no joke. This has been torn down and rebuilt quite a few more times than I care to admit. More times than I care to admit. So I'm going to keep working on it, and we'll bring you in as soon as we have the sides get done here, and we have a little bit more progress to show you once I get these corners finished up. So let's get to it. All right, so we got a little carried away, just a little bit. So we got these corners done, and they look great. They are fantastic. I love the way they're coming out. But we may have gotten a little bit carried away and ahead of ourselves. Let me do the little flyway, and there we go. Look at that. JT, before work, got a little bit of inspiration, and he went to town. I woke up, and here this was. And I gotta tell you, it looks great. Look at this. Just the depth of detail in these walls and the way it pillars in is absolutely phenomenal. So we are going to continue this pattern that he's got set out. It looks like he did 2 sides. Yeah. So he did 2 sides. So we're going to come in, and I think we're going to go ahead and finish this up. Get this platform completely done. And then we kind of have to figure out what we're going to do here. Because at the moment, we're just kind of hanging over the water, and the idea is not to have that. I think the way we're going to accomplish this is, rather than terraforming everything around it, what we're actually going to do is bring down foundation pieces that are going to allow the water to flow through, and at the same time provide structural support for this build. So I think that's what our game plan is. We also got to get the drawbridge in, or the road rather, that connects this to the village. And the village is going to be something else that we're going to be working on. You see, that village is great, but we're going to make this more like an area, houses and structures that would be found inside the city of Babylon at the time. So, I mean, it's not going to be too hard. It's going to be a little modifications. The desert villages are probably one of the better villages that Mojang has created as a standard village. But we do want to make some changes. Just add some wood into it, other than just the buttons, and just give it a little bit more life before we, release all the villagers back into it. So, let me get started on this. We're going to get this wall finished, and then we'll bring you back in when we're done with that. And then hopefully we'll be able to start working on actually terraforming, or not terraforming, but putting the dirt in at the top, converting that all to path blocks, and then start working on the gardening up there. Now, this is the first floor of 4, so we still have 4 more floors to do on this. We got a lot of work, and I know I say this a lot and we end up doing it, but I don't think we're going to finish this in one episode. So here we go. Let me get into it. Well, we got the first section done, and we're starting to work on layer number 2. Now, layer number 2 is going to be kind of similar, but different. You see, we're going to have to put stairs on the sides. So we have the initial set of steps that go up right here. Not here. This is the wrong side. That side. So we have the initial set of steps that go up the side over here. And then we're going to have a set of stairs going up this way towards the back of the building on either side. And then the final set is going to be from layer 2 up to layer 3, which is again going to be on this side of the build, but it'll be at an angle. So the stairs in this build, from all the documents and everything, were very intricate, and it was almost designed that you had to walk around the entire thing to get to the different sets of stairs. And that's what we're kind of going for, is we want it to be kind of an experience. Like you come in and you get to the second floor here and you're like, oh wow, so pretty. And then you get to the third floor and you're like, oh, so nice, so good. And then you get to the top floor and you're like, God, my legs hurt. So that's what we're going for here. Now, I started laying in the groundwork here for the second story. The second story, we're going to start with just a box. We're going to make the box. That way we have a frame to put all of our stuff on. So that's going to be my first thing. And we're probably just going to use straight sandstone for this, just to give it that textured look without actually having the texture or anything. And the reason we're going to do that is because the sections that you'll actually be able to see from this area are actually going to be indented quite a bit in, because there's going to be almost a pillar system that goes up and holds it all together in the front. So we're going to get to work on this. We're going to get this box done. But unfortunately, guys, I think I'm about out of time for this episode. So I'm going to catch y'all next week while we work up on the second floor of this. And we're also going to start trying to decide exactly what we're going to do with the village behind us. I mean, that village, man, it's seen some things. It has seen some things. So stick around. Don't forget to hit the comment, like, and the subscribe buttons. Check out Doodle Moose White Top, Mecomi, and JtMinCo on their channels. And we will see you next week as we finish up the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. This is Diamonddoozer, and I'm out.